Hey, yo, it's Pro Wrestling Summit. You already know what it is. Is Chris Dozer. What the fuck is going on, man? How are you doing today?
Tatum, what's happening, brother? It's another day in paradise.
Another
day above grade.
Another day in paradise. That's not how
Yes,
the song
sir.
goes, but that's all right. We can.
And in my mind, that's a Grammy Award-winning song, so I don't give a fuck.
Excellent. I like it. Well, we have, we've been off for a couple of weeks. We had some technology issues that were kind of out of our control. There's been there was a death in my family, and it's just crazy. It's been a crazy couple of weeks, but we're back at it now. God damn it, we're back at it. I'm really
Better
excited.
than ever.
Really excited. So we have two shows to do predictions for today. The Worlds Collide show, which is coming up this Saturday, June 7th, at 3 p.m., exclusively on YouTube, which is a very interesting type of thing here. I didn't expect that WWE would be doing a premium live event on for free on YouTube, but hey, here we are, man. It's 2025. I mean, things are fucking weird. So they fired R-Truth. It's been wild. It's been an absolutely wild landscape.
That's nuts.
I mean, listen, I'm not upset. A lot of people are upset that they fired a 53-year-old guy who hasn't been relevant in quite a long time.
Does not provide value to your roster at all.
Listen, I'm sure that the guy was a peach of a human being, and, he did some really funny shit on TV, but, like, what value does he provide other than doing, funny spots on television? I don't really get it. And then people are also upset about Carlito. And I said, are you kidding? Carlito has not wrestled a match in I don't know how long, number one. And number two, all he does is get involved in matches. So I don't understand why people are fucking all butthurt. And then they release Sarah Logan. And again, I'm not upset about this. I don't know. No. I don't know why these people are upset about it. It's weird.
It boggles the mind. And you and I, granted, have different perspectives, so we're looking at it through a different prism than most people.
Yep.
But we're looking at it through the business side of things, right? A 53-year-old man has limited time left in his active wrestling career to take bumps. I mean, if he's not already calling it quits, he's going to be very soon.
Right.
So he provides zero value to you in a draw value. If you advertise him, you're not drawing people in with his name.
Yeah, no, you're not drawing anybody.
No, and if you're keeping for funny segments, then why keep the guy?
Well, not only
let him go out and pursue different ventures. I'm sure he does hands in a lot of different things.
Not only that, but like let's really think about this for a second. He was just in a main event spot on Saturday night's main event against John Cena. I mean, they weren't in the main event, but I don't think they were in the main event. I can't remember. That was quite a while ago.
No, they were the mid card.
Yeah, okay. So it was a mid card match, and the fact of the matter is, everyone says, "Oh, I can't believe that R-Truth is a national treasure." I'm like, I've never one time in my entire life, and I've been around the wrestling business a long time. I know you have too. Never one time in my entire life have I ever seen somebody wearing an R-Truth t-shirt.
Never.
Never. I've never seen him wearing a Carlito t-shirt. I've never seen him wearing a Sarah Logan t-shirt. Never seen it in my entire life. So,
all right, so we've checked two boxes here. So we've already proven there's no draw value, right?
Right.
We've already proven there's no merchandising opportunity with them.
Right.
So what the fuck are we crying for? In all honesty, I thought they fired Sarah Logan years ago.
I mean, I didn't even know she was...
Not to be callous.
Yeah, I didn't even know she was still on the roster, to be 100% honest with you. I totally forgot.
You want them to drop $500 for everyone like that to go to catering?
Yeah, it's just... it seems a bit ridiculous.
It's just... I thought it was insane when they re-signed R-Truth.
I mean, it's...
I don't understand holding on to the nostalgia of a guy who did a funny spot in a Royal Rumble fucking 5 years ago.
It's very strange, man. It's very strange.
I get he's an endearing character, but bear in mind that these guys make hundreds of thousands of dollars, right?
Right.
We're crying over people who are millionaires who don't give a fuck about you.
Well, not only that, but let's just call it how it is. Like, according to some people, they offered R-Truth a new contract, and he declined it because it was less money than what he was making. So, like, I mean,
At that point, who the fuck are you?
I mean, I don't understand, bro.
You bargaining power. You're not Roman Reigns at the table, motherfucker. You're overvaluing your value.
Yeah, I don't understand. And you know, Tommy Dreamer offered him a spot in TNA immediately. Like, said, hey, you know, I would love for you to come to TNA. I'll offer you a contract.
Absolutely see him making the loop back to TNA.
Of course, and it would be hysterical because him and Santino would do some funny shit together. But again,
absolutely.
But again, you're not. No one's buying an R-Truth T-shirt. Nobody's buying it. Nobody's buying a Carlito T-shirt.
Motherfucker, where you guys at those live shows, huh?
I don't know.
When these guys are taking bumps. You know, you guys weren't there. Like, what else do you want them to do? Like, they're going to pay these guys no matter what to show up. To be sent home?
Yeah, very strange, man. Very strange.
To be left in catering, fucking in the catering window. Like, I couldn't imagine myself going to show after show after show and being stuck in catering.
Yeah, that's why it's so depressing about Karrion Kross. Because all he's doing is wrestling on main event. And it's like, bro. Like, why?
He's clearly got the juice to go up onto Raw or to SmackDown and to make waves. And I like they're planting seeds with Sammy's heel turn because of him.
But, yeah, which would be great. I would be totally into that.
Yeah, but put him on TV. Put him on where it matters. Give him a fucking spot during Raw, not a job out to AJ Styles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
They do every time he's on his back, he does a disservice to himself.
I agree totally. So let's get into these two cards now that we've talked about the releases, and let's get into the Worlds Collide card. So it's four matches on each card, which is very interesting. The Worlds Collide card, only 4 matches, and Money in the Bank is only 4 matches. I get why they're doing that. Yeah, I mean...
it only helps the presentation to limit it and limit its saturation.
I agree. So let's go over the Worlds Collide card, since that's going to be at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live on YouTube. So we have for the AAA Mega Championship, Vikingo versus Chad Gable, which I'm not going to come out here and claim that I am a AAA expert. Okay, I've seen some AAA matches. I've seen some of the material that they have. I've seen some of the stars that they have. I am not super familiar with their product. I don't know. I assume the Mega Championship is their like main heavyweight championship. It's like the world title. That's what I'm guessing. So I know that Alberto El Patron was the guy who had that title, but he doesn't have that title anymore. Right. But he doesn't have that title anymore. So I really don't, I'm not, I guess, he beat Alberto El Patron for the belt.
He did. He did. At the last live show on 31st.
Yeah, I guess that is the situation. And he's wrestling Chad Gable, which is really interesting because you would think they have this Grande Americano character that they're doing. You would think that he would be on the AAA show where it's a luchador show. So
I disagree because that is a culturally insensitive gimmick.
Really? You feel that way, huh?
I do. I don't feel that way. Like stop doing it. I find it kind of splitting that, still getting over on paid TV. I can't believe they're giving it any time because it's just downgrading lucha wrestling.
Okay. All right.
As a funny gimmick versus an actual luchador. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I totally get it.
It's my opinion. It's culturally insensitive, and it's intentionally insensitive. That's why they're marching Chad Gable up there, because I'm sure they're going to do some fuckaroo with it. But I do not see the heel Vikingo losing to Chad Gable.
No, I don't either.
After winning so quickly, like he's only been champion for a week.
Yeah, I mean,
you're not gonna put one of your lower card guys over for that main title.
Yeah, I mean, listen, and Vikingo, 28 years old, the guy is a fucking stud. He does some of the craziest shit I've seen in a professional wrestling ring, like shit that I wouldn't even begin to think about. The flips, the dives.
You're gonna watch it. Your mind's gonna be blown by it, by the performance he puts out there.
I agree. And listen, it's not my style of wrestling that I really like super enjoy. But it's still incredible to watch because, I mean, the guy is he's incredible with the shit that he can do. It's unbelievable. The walking of the ropes and, like, shit like that, man. Like, talent is talent. And regardless of how you cut the mustard, he's probably the best guy there, I would have to say.
Easily.
Yeah. So you like Vikingo, I like Vikingo in that match as well. Moving on, they're defending the NXT North American title, which is very interesting, in a four-way match, which I think should be pretty good. Ethan Page versus Ray Phoenix versus Javon Evans versus Laredo Kid. Again,
yeah.
I mean,
it's a great match on paper.
Yes.
Like, on paper, I know what each of those individuals can do. Like, I've seen Laredo Kid's work.
Yep.
Fairly recently. And he's spot on as well. Like, I find it hard to distinguish between, the luchadors.
Oh, sure.
Granted, like, you may have one big one small one, medium-sized one. But, like, I can't place a name to a face.
Yep.
But I have watched Laredo Kid's work. I mean, again, there's going to be a high-spot fest. Which I think they're going to keep it on Ethan.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily... Well, I mean, since Phoenix is already up on the main roster, I wouldn't be surprised if they put it on Javon Evans, but I think that they're going to leave it on Ethan only because you have a face going over in the main event. This will probably be the co-main event. I would imagine that you're going to put a heel over. So, I mean, I would
imagine so.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, it's only fit. Like, once again, Ethan's a recent champion, too. He's not going to be dropping that title anytime soon. Especially on what I feel is what they consider a B show in AAA. Which is why I'm putting it on YouTube and not putting it out on the cock.
On the cock.
Because I feel, they feel that's the value in AAA, is YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they don't value it the same as they value NXT. So don't get it twisted. You're not going to see some fucking landmark television premiere of fucking Lucha Libre Wrestling on American TV anytime soon.
Yeah, I know. I definitely agree. I certainly agree. So I like Ethan Page. I like Ethan Page or Javon Evans probably going over in that match, but I would have to say that it's probably going to be a heel. So I would say Ethan Page is probably the safer bet going over in that North American NXT title match. And then moving on, we have a six-man tag team match. It's Legado del Fantasma, Humberto Carrillo, who is the other guy? Angel Garza and
Santos Escobar.
Thank you, Santos Escobar. Thank you very much. Against Dr. Wagner Jr., Pagano, and Psycho Clown. Now, I'm familiar with Dr. Wagner Jr., Pagano, and Psycho Clown only because that's a lot of the clips that I've seen is of those guys. I mean, Psycho Clown's, fucking mask or face paint is pretty wild. Pagano's really good. Dr. Wagner Jr. is really good. I mean, I like probably Legado going over in that match only because they're all main roster guys and they rarely get a chance to go over. So
I don't think so.
No?
I think they're going under.
Really?
I do. Once again, this is how they fucking seem to promote their talent. I really don't think they value Legado del Fantasma at all, aside from three guys who can do a job. And aside from Santos Escobar, who's amazing as a heel.
Yeah, no, he's really good. I like his whole gimmick. I like his whole deal.
Absolutely. So it's I can see them going under.
Interesting. Okay. So we'll agree to disagree. We'll agree to disagree.
I'm still in no position to fight over it, so absolutely.
I mean, listen, I think it's going to be a fantastic match regardless of the fact of who's going over. I think that they're going to put on a show. And I think all these matches are going to put on a show. I think that there's actually one match missing from this, if I remember correctly from last night. It's going to be the LWO going up against... it's going to be Dragon Lee, Joaquin Wilde, and the other guy.
Members of Legado del Fantasma.
Yeah. And going up against Iguana Man, and two other guys, I believe, in another 6-man match. Don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure that that's what I saw on NXT last night. So, but who knows?
Maybe, in all honesty, it'd be pretty dumb of WWE not to feature Rey Mysterio on that show in some form or fashion.
Yeah. And so,
right?
Even if he's managing, I mean, why would you not feature him on the show?
And you open the show with him, you get the crowd hot, yada yada yada.
Right. And then
money.
We have our last match that's definitely confirmed. Stephanie Vaquer and Lola Vice versus Dalise and Chick Tormenta in a women's tag team match. Which honestly, the women's matches are the matches that I've probably watched the most of in full. I dig the women's matches. I like women's wrestling, so I dig the women's matches. I think that Lise and Chick Tormenta are really good. Not only that, but I think Stephanie Vaquer is amazing, and I think Lola Vice is really good and probably ready to take that next step up to the main roster in WWE. So it should be a pretty decent match. I mean, I would imagine that Stephanie Vaquer and Lola Vice are going to go over in that match. I can't imagine that they're not going to.
I agree. I think this match is probably going to steal the show. No, in my opinion.
I don't know, man. I'll tell you what, that North American NXT match is gonna be really tough to beat because it's gonna be so fast paced, and those guys are gonna be flying all over the place. But I say
that's why I think they're gonna start with that.
Really, you think that they're gonna open up with the North American title match, huh? I think so. That would probably be the way to go. Even though Chad Gable's working on both shows. He's working as Chad Gable on one show and working as Grande Americano on the other show, but Stephanie Vaquer is also working on both shows as well. So I don't know. Who the fuck knows what's going to happen? It could go one way or the other, but I absolutely think that Stephanie Vaquer and Lola Vice are going to be too much to handle for Dalise and Chick Tormenta. But
agreed.
But who am I? I mean, I probably think, if I'm saying it right now, I'm thinking that the NXT North American title match is going to be the match of the night on the Worlds Collide show. But Vikingo versus Gable is really fucking interesting as well. I mean, all these matches are really interesting on both shows. So, I mean, it could really go any way. But
it's a ballsy move by WWE, no doubt. Two shows in the same city, in the same day. It's a very ballsy move.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it plays out. But I'm definitely fucking interested in it. I'm here for it.
I'm all fucking for it. Give me more wrestling.
Yeah, more wrestling, more wrestling.
That I can watch, and that doesn't make me cringe, and then I'll absolutely watch it.
And I'll also be watching Jaws while this is going on, while I'm watching Worlds Collide on my phone, because I'm a giant Jaws fan, and they're showing all the movies back to back to back to back to back. So I'm definitely going to be watching Jaws during this pay-per-view as much as I possibly can. Not that I haven't seen Jaws a million times, but
right. It's one of those movies that no matter what it is in the timeline of it starting to finishing.
Yeah,
once you see it, you gotta finish it.
Right, you gotta do it. You have to do it. At least the first one. The second one and the third one, I'm not too interested in. But
the first one's iconic.
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty outstanding, man. It's pretty outstanding. So,
Doesn't get better than that.
I dig it. I really like it. The second one's not bad either, though. I shouldn't say that the second one's bad because it's not. The third one is atrocious. I mean,
absolutely.
It's
and the last two should have been put to film at all.
I like the one where the shark follows her family because it's so
totally
fucking
logical.
Ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous thing. Follows her.
All you have to do is Google great white sharks. And you get a baseline knowledge that will never fucking happen.
All you have to do is follow the family to the Bahamas, and it works out. It's no problem. Oh shit!
Jesus Christ!
Funny shit, man.
Excuse my French, but like, all apologies to the Lord and Savior.
Funny.
That was the last two are just absolutely abominations of film.
Funny shit, man. That's funny shit. Well, let's move on to the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, which is obviously the pay-per-view of the weekend. We're starting out with probably, I would imagine that they're going to start out with the women's IC title match, Lyra versus Becky. If Becky loses, she can never challenge for the IC title again. I think Becky beats Lyra finally. And takes
this storyline is going over way too long.
Yeah.
It's overstayed its welcome, in my opinion.
Let's just put the title on Becky.
Becky Hogan. Let her run with it, brother.
Yep.
Do what you can do to bring prestige to whoever she thinks she can bring. And just get this storyline over with. Lyra's a good wrestler. You know what I'm saying? That's why I find it frustrating is here we have another veteran clogging up the feeding farm and taking a spot which should have been filled by a Lola Vice or a Gigi Dolan or a Cora Jade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, I agree.
This is a part and parcel of the problem they have. It's the backlog of talent. And I just have the distaste for it is real.
I mean, I think Lyra's like ready for a step up in competition. Like, I think that she's ready to go after a world title belt. Maybe
I've already seen this match.
Yeah.
A million times with Becky. I get it. Whatever.
Whatever.
At this point, there's no fighting you going over. So.
Yep, exactly right. So put Becky over. And then I would imagine that they're going to do the Cody and Jay versus Cena and Logan next, and save the two women's matches, save the two Money in the Bank matches, considering that a woman from Stephanie Verker is going to be in the women's Money in the Bank match, and Chad Gable or Grande Americano is going to be in the men's Money in the Bank. So I would imagine that they're going to put those two on last. Honestly, I like Cena and Logan going over in this match, and Logan pinning Jay. I mean, I could see Cena pinning Jay. I don't think Cody is going to take an L here.
No. So, in my opinion, watch out for fucker from Sami Zayn. This match.
Okay.
A possible heel turn. You never know. Every time he's on screen, I'm screaming for it. So, I think the appetite is there. I think he could wind up costing Jey Uso the match, where Jey Uso takes the pin. Cody's too hot to come back to take an L on. So I'm with you with Logan Paul
and Jay.
Cena with it.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I can dig that. And then we move on to the women's Money in the Bank match. Alexa Bliss versus Roxanne Perez versus Rhea versus Julia versus Naomi versus Stephanie Verker. Now, you had said something to me the other day about Stephanie losing the women's championship in NXT. And the reason why I think that that's interesting is you said that you could see her going over in Money in the Bank. Is that still your contention at this point? Is that you think she's going to go over in the Money in the Bank?
I think she's going to get a shock win. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
That's what I'm going with.
Okay.
Because she's already been introduced to the main roster. She's wrestled on Raw numerous times.
Yep.
Been featured on SmackDown, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, no, she's on. Stephanie Verker's on Raw.
Okay, but she's already had her time to adjust to main roster life.
Of course, yeah,
right?
yeah, right.
So, and the main roster already has an appetite to see her.
Yep.
So, she's clearly been groomed, as has Julia, to be the next in line. So, in my opinion, if they don't put it on Stephanie Valker, they're putting it on Julia.
Interesting. So you think one of the new call-ups is gonna be the one? It's crazy.
I do.
It's crazy because I think that Roxanne Perez was probably leading up to this. I would have said Roxanne Perez is probably going to be the one who gets the briefcase, and she's like the most ready to come up to the main roster. But then Julia and Stephanie come on TV, and I go, wait a minute. wait a rootin' tootin' minute.
Right. If you actually look and see they're the most TV-ready personalities they have right now in the women's division.
I agree. I definitely agree 100%. And the 3 call-ups have all been great. I like where they position Roxanne Perez leading into this thing with Liv Morgan and Raquel. I think that that's a perfect spot for her. She's kind of in the Judgment Day, kind of not. You know, Finn is kind of doing his thing where he's about to turn on the Judgment Day, or they're about to turn on him. So I think that there's...
the Judgment Day dies soon, so...
You think that the whole group dies?
I think it's going to be like after you've gotten rid of, one of your core members of a group. It's kind of hard to keep that group going. And you've done it twice now, or 3 times.
Yeah,
it's becoming a joke. Anyone can join the Judgment Day.
I'm pretty sure that they're going to turn Dom face. I'm like almost certain about it. Even though he gets a tremendous amount of heat, I think that they're going to turn him face. I can't see them not turning him face.
In my opinion, he's way too more valuable as a heel you can put up against anyone.
I agree. I totally agree.
Putting him as a face does him a disservice because now they go from absolutely hating the man to fucking cheering him. It's gotta be organic if they do it. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
It can't be like thrust upon you. It can't be like one of those betrayal spots. Where it doesn't make sense. Like, make it make sense, and I'll roll with it.
I think that if you had told me when he won the Intercontinental title that he was going to get the pop that he did, I would have said you were fucking crazy. Because it didn't make sense. And then now that I've seen it a couple of times and I've listened to the crowd when he comes out, it's got me like second guessing. Because
the appetite for it is there from the fans. I'm not saying that, but we've seen it before when the hot shot heel to a face. It fizzles out very quickly.
Yeah, and they don't want that to happen with Dom. I mean, because that would be...
The worst thing that happen to him is he gets in a dead-end program, doesn't draw flies, and now he's lost all his heat.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see that happening. So you like Stephanie or Julia going over in Women's Money in the Bank?
If I had to pick a second, if not Stephanie Valker,
yep.
Who they're positioning like a monster. Like, she got a rocket strapped to her ass.
Yeah, and she's got...
Granted, she lost on Tuesday, the NXT title, but who's making the most money?
Well, she definitely is, for sure. I mean, people are so hot for her that the fans want her to succeed, and they're giving her video packages leading into matches and shit like that. Like, she definitely has a rocket strapped to her. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, absolutely. So I think if you're looking future, that's where you go. Anyone else kind of doesn't fit. I
heard a couple of people say Rhea, and I didn't like that at all. I said, I don't think that they're going to do that.
Why? She carried around Damian Priest's briefcase for close to a year.
Yeah.
Like, come on. We don't need, like, she doesn't need a briefcase to cash in and get down shot against
She could just beat who's ever in line. It's not going to matter much.
The list of names starts with her. Right?
Yeah, exactly right.
So, like, again, it's like the Charlotte Flair winning the women's title at WrestleMania off Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah.
She doesn't need it. The only reason she would get it is to have another accolade to claim. And she doesn't need it. right now. You can do it next year or the year after with her.
Right.
She stay healthy.
Right. Well, moving on to the men's Money in the Bank in the main event of the night, more likely than not, you have Solo Sikoa versus LA Knight versus Penta versus Seth Rollins versus Andrade versus Grande Americano. Now, if memory serves correctly, you said that you like Penta.
I did.
Yeah.
Still do.
Yeah.
Still do.
I mean, I could see LA Knight winning it, if not Penta. I don't think that anybody else is going to win. They're not going to do it with Rollins again. Rollins has already won it.
We already know they're not doing it with Andrade, right?
No, they're not doing it with Solo. Definitely not. And nope. I don't think that they do it. I don't think that they do it with Grande Americano. I just don't. No. It's more of a comedy gimmick than anything else at this point. And like, it's great that he wins matches or whatever, but
unless he cashes it in for the AAA World Title, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see it happening.
Yeah, which I don't see happening at all. I don't see him going after. I mean, honestly, bro, like, I think
you just bought the biggest Latino company in America for wrestling.
Right. Like, I just can't.
You're not going to jam an American, a gringo down their face who's wearing a hood.
Even though it would be incredible heat. But I just don't think that it would.
He may get stabbed legitimately.
It legitimately is correct. I think that there may be some issues. That's for fucking sure. But you know, who?
I should also say I detest the fact that they didn't put Braun Breaker in this match.
Yeah, I mean, with Rollins in there, I can see why they didn't do it. Because Rollins is the guy.
Many fucking angles you could run with him.
Yeah, there really is. There really is.
You're putting him with top of the line guys, right? Punk, not Punk, but like eventually Punk, right? They're putting him with top of the card guys. Why not have Braun Breaker as the insurance policy once Seth decides to go after the world title? To say, hey, I got this in the back of my pocket.
Right.
And they play games of that with Heyman. And the two of them. You know what I'm saying? That there's so much juice and meat on that fucking bone. It pisses me off.
Yeah.
It seems like a missed opportunity. I get it. You only have 6 spots, right? I totally get it. And you're trying to save talent. And there's a ladder match, and you know Andrade's there to take a bump.
Yeah, but who cares about Solo? Who cares about Andrade?
Nobody.
Like
nobody.
Grande Americano is a comedy gimmick. Like what the fuck are we doing?
Take the bumps to the ladders.
Right. Well, that certainly Rollins is not fucking gonna go crazy. Like it's just not gonna happen.
Giving somebody a move, he's not taking anything up.
Right.
Off the ladder, like through a ladder. It's just not happening.
Yeah. No.
Like they're the bump guys. They're the bump dummies for this match. I hate to say it, but it's much needed in this match because you're not gonna have Seth Rollins with notoriously bad back and bad knees bumping off ladders.
Yeah, it's just not going to happen. So I like Penta or LA Knight. I like one of those two to win the match. I can dig what you're saying with Julia or Stephanie Vaquer strapping a rocket to him and seeing what happens. We agreed on Logan and Cena winning that match. We both agreed on Becky as well. You know, we both have Vikingo winning the match. You know, you said Ethan Page, which I can totally get. Dr. Wagner Jr., Pagano, and Psycho Clown you have winning. I have Legato. And then we both agree on Stephanie Vaquer and Lola Vice. So it might be a big day for Stephanie Vaquer.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Give her a win and then hotshot her right to the main event.
Yeah.
Or a women's main event.
It may be.
And have her win that. And credit should go to Chad Gable and Stephanie Vaquer for being in both shows.
Yeah, that's pretty gangster, man. That's pretty gangster.
In high profile spots, no less.
Right.
I mean, this is the first show for AAA under the WWE umbrella.
Yeah,
so
I mean
they have to deliver here if they hope to get any per of a draw from the American audience.
Right, and even the Mexican audience, because people are pissed that they bought AAA. So
well, I mean the natural decision is to go to CMLL, which is garbage. But
Good luck to you.
In my humble opinion, is unwatchable.
Go work for AEW. See you later. Have a good.
Hey man, to each their own. How about Mariah May, huh?
What fucking dude? She's gonna be a giant star in WWE.
Imagine Tony Khan in his footy pajamas watching that on fucking NXT and getting so pissed off he broke his own toy.
He's in his feety Jacksonville Jaguar pajamas, watching NXT with his bowl of ice cream, going, "Hey,
shot your talent that you built."
It's so great,
you liking that?
Dude. It's
you liking
so
it?
Great.
You liking that medicine, you dumb bastard?
It's so great. It's so great. Well, we have to
stick to your guns while you're fucking creative, you dipshit.
It's unbelievable how stupid that guy is. I don't understand.
Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. No. You don't need to apologize. I totally get it, man. I'm right there with you.
That would never fucking happen in the old days, all right? With WWE and WWE.
No fucking way. No
that would
way.
never fucking happen.
Nope.
That's why the non-compete clause became into effect. Because of shit like that.
Crazy. Absolutely fucking crazy.
How do you let a talent like that go?
I'm. You know what, dude? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. It
slips right through the fingers.
It boggles. It boggles the mind, buddy. It boggles the mind.
With that women's division.
Yeah, I don't know.
Student, fuck, dude, she could have been a draw for fucking 10 years.
I don't know, man. I don't get it. And they're like, oh, we signed Thekla. And I'm like, well, Thekla's dope, but, no one knows who Thekla is. And Tony Khan's treating her like she's, this big, this big star. But, unless you're, I don't want to say a mark, but unless you're, really embedded into the wrestling business, you have no idea who Thekla is.
I had no idea what Thekla was.
Yeah, exactly. Really unless you're watching Stardom, you have no fucking idea who Thekla is. I know who Thekla is because I'm a fucking filthy mark for pro wrestling. So, I totally get it. But the fact
I am too. We wouldn't have this podcast if I wasn't a fucking mark.
Right.
But you're talking different levels of markdom.
Yeah.
Right. There's the surface level, which I like to consider myself a fan of. Maybe level 2 because I'm a retired wrestler.
Right. As am I.
But I'm
As am I.
Mark. But you got to get deep into the subdermal skin of professional wrestling just to pull up Thekla.
Yeah. And you
have to be deeply embedded in there, man.
They put her over like she was Mariah May going to NXT, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is not how it works, bro.
Do you understand? You spent all that time and energy building her up. She was your women's world champion for a period of time. I don't understand how you just let her go.
It's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable. Crazy to me.
Here's your competition. Fucking highlighting her. Hot-shotting her.
Yeah. I don't get it, man.
Well, what the fuck are you doing?
I have no idea. I really don't. But,
I almost shit my pants when I saw that on Tuesday night.
What I think Tony Khan needs is some W energy. And W Energy has been nice enough to grant us a partnership, with their company. And if you go on W Energy, you can use PWS 51 for a discount code.
10% off your order. Off the rip.
Help yourself to some W Energy, and I think that it will be. Worth your while. I mean, me personally, I don't need any energy. I'm fired up all the time. But for you people,
but, here's the thing. I'm a gamer, right?
Yep.
What better way to fuel your gaming habits than with a W Energy that actually tastes good, right? So they sent me a sample pack the other day. It has 3 flavors in it: Beaches and Peaches, which is a peach flavored tropical banana.
Oh, nice.
They had Dragonade, which is dragon fruit lemonade.
Nice.
Which is delicious. And they had their Galaxy. I forget the name of it. It's a Galaxy. Starts with a G. My son Zachary had that, and he loved it. Once again, providing energy when you need it. So in the morning, if you get up, you're dragging ass. Have some W Energy.
That's
Get
it.
Fired up, tackle of the day.
That's it. That's it. And all you have to do is use promo code PWS51. Boom. And you got yourself a little boost. You give yourself.
Those watching on YouTube land, you can click the link in our description.
That's it. Check that out.
It takes you right to our page.
Check that out.
You only have to put your promo code in. It already saves it. So when you fill your card up, you go to checkout. 10% right after the rip comes off.
Look at that. Look at that. Chris is doing all the work for you.
Yeah. I mean, the amount of work I had to take to get the sponsorship was substantial, but it is what it is.
Well, make sure that you tune in, like, share, subscribe. This has been the Pro Wrestling Summit podcast. This is, we're here. Make sure that you check out our other friends here with Hawk Rips. He rips cards packs and so on and so forth. So if you're into like baseball cards and wrestling cards, like, he's the guy. He's definitely the guy. He's ripping all sorts of packs. He's on a couple of nights. Yeah, he is the guy. He is the guy. And he was also a former wrestler as well. So I mean, you got some people hanging around, man. You got some people hanging around. But make sure that you tune in.
Things.
Yeah, that's it, buddy. Make sure that you tune in, like, share, subscribe. Don't be a stranger. Log on to our Facebook page. I mean, we got all sorts of things going on. But make sure that you get with us and comment. We'd love to hear from you.
Absolutely. We want to interact with you fools.
That's it.
We know you're listening.
We would love to hear from you, so just interact with us, and we'll go from there. But until next week, for myself and for Chris, this has been Pro Wrestling Summit, and we'll see you next Thursday, same bat time, same bat channel. Peace!